Tricky subject, but let's tackle it nevertheless. The old bennies, the benefits. It doesn't take a genius to work out that this country has got issues. It's got a massive problem when it comes to the old bennies, right? I often try and sit there and work out. It's too hard to contemplate, but the working side of the country, footing the bill in comparison to the money in the pot and where it's going and what it's being used for, eventually that was always going to capitulate, right? And it sounds about this time now. It's being reported that they're already having to look at billions in cutbacks for benefits over the next couple of years alone. Why? Well, I mean, come on, man. Like I said, it doesn't take a genius. People arriving on the boats are not cheap. Sending money to other countries, there's reports of literal billions consistently. You're sort of thinking, where's that money freaking coming from? But now we are going to be experiencing major cutbacks in benefits. And there are people on disability, there are people with health issues, people who need genuine help, especially at the most vulnerable times of their life. When I've been faced with a challenge and considered getting that little bit of help from the state if I needed it previously, never worked out for me, but that's fine. You know, you take responsibility and you do, and you crack on, right? And that's been my experience of it. But there's people who need genuine help. There's also people not being entirely honest with this sort of stuff. And there are now massive numbers of people not in work. But what's interesting about this is not that long ago, people were actually being paid to stay at home, actually encouraged, right? To stay home. Hey, you can't work, can't do this. Or you got that bit of a sniffle. Yeah, it is a bit of a payment. What does the state expect the aftermath of something like that might be? If somebody is lacking a wee bit of motivation already, having been incentivized to stay at home previously, will the energy suddenly increase and, hey, let's get out and get at them? Probably not. So maybe that's part of where the problems are coming from too. But I think with these cutbacks and everything that's taking place, the people who are going to suffer the most are, of course, the vulnerable people who actually genuinely need the help. And that's the sad part of this, right? How that balance and how that works out and how they get the help along with the system being abused, well, that's the challenge, isn't it? Ta-ta.